Welcome to another episode of You Both Suck. I'm Kunal Aurora.
And it's your boy, Dara Pollock.
I love it. I love it.
I'm just going to keep saying that.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm great.
Beautiful.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm great.
What song is that?
I want to say it's The Weeknd.
I don't know.
Is it? Wait.
I don't know.
I'm good. Now I'm thinking.
All
Wait.
right, that's fine.
All right. I'll figure it out.
I'm great too. And also I got to say thank you for coming to my birthday party.
Yay!
Yes.
Kunal is now in the 40 club.
Not happy about it at all.
I mean, listen, neither am I. But you know what? We look good for our age, and that's what matters.
I'm going to tell you right now, we do.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of people who are 40. There are people who are 38.
Yes.
Looking tough.
There are people that are 30 looking tough.
Yeah.
Like, let's be serious.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So we got to take our little moments of gratitude for what they are.
100%.
And I am grateful for that, honestly.
Yeah,
So,
I'm thrilled. So
Yeah.
it was nice. It was a good time. We was at Sama Street, which was, the food was solid because it was not your traditional bar food.
Yep.
Yeah, so
It
that
was
a
really
good.
good.
situation.
It was also a surprise party,
Yes.
which you're not mentioning. And
Yeah.
so Shane Torres, a previous guest and
Right.
funny comedian and very good friend of Kunal's.
Yeah.
Shane and I were talking before you got there, and he was like, what are the chances he's going to say that he knew this was coming? And I was like, 10 out of 10 he's going to say he knew this was coming. I was like, he's going to be a real piece of shit about it. Like, he's just going to lay into us. I knew something was up. Let me tell you right now. And so you come in, and right off the bat, I was just like, so did you know that this was coming? And you were like, no, not at all. And I was like, look at you being humble about shit.
Yeah. I didn't think, this is the thing. I thought there were going to be a couple people there.
Okay, but you did know there was a surprise party.
No, I didn't know.
You didn't?
I didn't know it was going to be a party.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like a luncheon.
I see.
Where there's like maybe 5 people.
Got it.
Okay. And I didn't think that there would be this many. There was like 30.
It was a lot of people.
Yeah, it was like 20, 30 people.
It's nice, though.
Yeah, it was real sweet. I
Yeah.
was shocked. I was surprised.
Yeah.
Did I want to say awful things? Yeah, of course. I wanted to give like one of those speeches like that, when Batman's trying to get people out of his house in The Dark Knight. He goes, look at you freeloading, drinking all my booze.
Yeah.
I wanted to give one of those speeches.
Yeah.
And instead, I think my age caught up with me. It's
Yeah.
like, why don't you just appreciate these people for who they are?
Literally. And the people that came out and
Yes.
showed up and
Yeah.
showed up for you, which is always nice.
Right. And so I did. I did that. And it's just like, because I'm not used to accepting good things, I go, let me just roll with this. And I did. And it was so sweet. It was Zelda themed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dina knocked it out of the park with that. She
Right.
really did. Lots of Zelda decor. There was a Zelda photo booth.
Yes, there was. I've got so much Zelda crap in my house now. It's, and I think somebody said to me, "Is like, hey man, you're 40. This is insane. You're doing a video game themed birthday party." And I go, I don't know what to. It's a
true.
surprise, man. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
But I was thrilled.
Yeah. It was cute. And then she even said, like, before you got there, I was looking around at all the Zelda stuff, and I was like, you did this to yourself because this is going to end up in your apartment.
Yeah.
She was like, I know.
Yeah.
So, she took one for the team.
Absolutely.
For you on that.
I swung the sword in my house excessively? 100%.
Yes.
Do I walk around with the shield on and that's it?
Perfect.
100. Yeah,
Nice.
1,000%. So it's been good, but it was so sweet to see you and so many people that I really care about.
Yeah. It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. Because I'm also a difficult person to shop for. I'm not easy.
I got you slippers.
You did, and I like them. They're really nice. You said I'll wear them around here so I don't slip and fall.
It was a combination gift for you and also for me to remove the liability. I have very slippery floors.
Yeah, she does.
That I need to get fixed, and guests come over and they're like constantly like, wow, these floors are so slippery. And I'm like, this is a hazard. So I got Kunal a pair of slippers.
Yeah, but it's like if I slip, suing you isn't on my agenda. I'm just going to let you know that. That's not like what I'm thinking.
That is good to know.
Yeah, I'm not going here, man, you just got to make it seem natural.
Yeah.
And then it's all over for Dara and her apartment. It'll now be mine.
Like, this is literally all I have. So yeah.
You'll be on the streets with the Peloton.
Yeah.
That's your only car. I got your car and the apartment.
Stationary bike.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So yeah, no, I have no intentions of suing you, but
Nice.
Yeah, and then it was I'm a difficult person to shop for, which makes it, I usually if I want something, I'll buy it.
Right.
You know, like the other day I had to get my bike fixed. And I guess I could have told Dina, this is what I want for a birthday gift.
But that's not really a birthday gift. That's that's doing you a favor.
Yeah, I know. But isn't that what a gift does? Doesn't a gift do you a favor?
I think yes, but it depends on what it is. To me, basically, it would be like, happy birthday, Dara. I paid for your car maintenance. I wouldn't be like, that's a great gift. Do you know what I'm saying?
I understand that. But when you reach a certain age, what's there left to get excited about?
I understand, but there's got to be something that isn't that.
I know, I get it, but it's just like, I just don't know. Like, you bought me these slippers to prevent you from getting sued.
No, I mean, like, it's also a functional gift, though. That was literally
You don't think the bike functions as something to get from A to B?
Yeah, but it would never be in my mind to like pay for the fixing of someone's bike as a gift.
Yeah, I know.
It just wouldn't.
I know. Yeah. She got me like a Nintendo Switch controller.
Okay.
Yeah, but that serves a function.
Yeah, but it's still more like a fun gift.
Yeah, that is more fun. I guess a bike is a little... Also, you don't like cyclists.
I hate cyclists.
You do. You can't stand...
Let me explain why I hate cyclists.
I'm gonna sit back.
Yeah, you should.
You do you, girl.
Okay, because my main reason for hating people on bikes is that they don't follow traffic laws. You people just breeze through red lights like it's no big deal because these lights, I guess, don't apply to you. You could die. Like, you could just actually die. I'll be driving and then some jackass on a bike will breeze through a red light. And I'm like, are you fucking high? And I slam on my horn and I'm just like, literally that guy's life and mine would be over. Like, it's crazy.
More theirs than yours.
Mine too. They take everything from me. Trust me, I've been hit by a car and sued someone. It's not great on either end. I'm sure that woman regretted it for the rest of her 10 years she was probably alive.
I know, but like if you hit somebody with your car,
I'm aware of that. I'm aware.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's much worse for them.
Sure. Right,
but it still would suck for me too.
Yeah, because to have taken a life would be terrible.
Horrible.
Yes.
I would never recover from that. It's horrible.
You know what's really, and when you honk at them, they're extremely annoyed with you.
They're so fucking like ignorant and like just how dare you honk at me. And I'm like, this is literally a you problem.
You know what my favorite thing is? When you get like close to them or whatever, or they're pulling some nonsense and they yell at you. You know what they love to yell?
Yeah.
Cyclists love to yell, share the road. Shut your mouth.
Or they go bike lane.
Yeah. Shut your mouth, you stupid bike lane.
Yeah, literally shut the fuck up.
There's only 2 to 4 inches separating your bike lane from my car.
Literally. Yeah. That's the thing. I don't know where, in other places, what it's like. But here in New York, we don't have the biggest streets. No. And sometimes those bike lanes are damn close. And they are so narrow. And you're just like, and then you get some dipshit who's like kind of teetering on the edge, and I'm afraid to pass them because if he scoots over just a little bit, I'm gonna clip his dumb fucking ass with my mirror. And I'm just like, there's so much to think about, but it's mainly the fact that they don't obey traffic laws. It drives me crazy, and I don't understand how people on bikes don't see this as a problem.
Speak your piece, girl.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it as somebody who does bike.
Yeah.
I can understand how frustrating cyclists can be, but I also drive, so I try to maintain. Like, I'm trying to be what I envision to be good for everybody.
Do you obey traffic laws?
I obey traffic laws.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'll try to stop at stop signs if if I don't see anybody. Yeah. Then I'll just go.
That's what I'm saying, though. I can understand if you're like, it's a time of day where maybe it's not that busy and you stop at a red light and no one's coming, but at least you take a gander you take a look. But there are people who literally don't even pay attention. Even the guys who do like Seamless and Uber Eats deliveries, those guys on the electric bikes are even worse because those go even faster and they will also breeze through red lights. And I'm like, you literally have like an electric bike. That should be on the same level as like a motorcycle. Obey the lights.
You think they should be on the same road as a motorcycle?
Well, they are. They don't ride them on the sidewalks.
Well, they ride them on the bike lanes.
In the bike lanes, but a lot of them also just ride them in the street.
That's true.
Like Revels, people who ride Revels.
Well, the Revels are like a scooter.
But it's similar. They're all in the same, to me, they should all be in the same kind of place.
The thing is, I don't think these people are familiar with what drivers do have to encounter.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it a little difficult.
I guess.
This is their only mode of transportation.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
So like, as somebody who's been hit by a cyclist, I once got off the bus and got rear-ended.
Wait, you were walking.
Yeah,
and
as
a bike
person,
hit you.
rear-ended me, like went in my ass. Like I got off the bus.
That's funny, actually.
Yeah, and then some guy was like, ah, and then he rear-ended me, and I went flying forward, and I stood up and I dusted off my fitted, put it at an angle, and be like, yo, 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 let's relax. Let's stop making a commotion. And then he was like, dude, I'm so sorry. People were gathering around.
Yeah.
Because I fell.
Yeah.
I fully fell.
Yeah.
My knees were bloody.
They come by fast.
Yeah. And then because I'm like, I didn't want to look like such a bitch.
Yeah.
I turned it on him.
Okay.
I go, first of all, bro, what are you doing? You saw this bus stop.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one. Two. And then I got, and I don't know if this was tough or this was just, I don't know. Yeah. I was like, also, where's your helmet? I took it on to him. I was like, you don't got a helmet, dude? What if you went flying off this bike? You'd be toast.
Yeah.
You would have been toast. I got my fitted. I pretend like it was a helmet. I got my fitted. I'm all right. And because I got quick reflexes, now I'm flexing about my reflexes to not look like a bitch. And I go, I'm all right. But you could have been donezo.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah. And people are gathering around as I'm like accosting this guy. And I go, break out a helmet next time, dude. And then I just walked away.
That's what you have to do.
Yeah, you got it.
In that situation, you have to act as tough as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I had a bike in my asshole. Yeah. Like truly a tire was in my jeans.
It's literally the same energy when you're getting off of the train at the wrong stop or you don't know exactly what street you're on. As a New Yorker, you just pretend.
Yes.
And you keep fucking walking
until
you figure it out.
100%. Or it's like, you know when you trip on the sidewalk, but you recover?
Yeah. You just...
You walk. You know what the thing is? Yeah. A big mistake is a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll look back.
I do that.
Yeah. They'll look back is a terrible move.
I know, but
You can't. All right, you know what happened.
Here's the thing: I look back. Mystery. I look back and I yell at it. I take it to the extreme.
You can't do that.
I look back and I go, "What the fuck?"
No, you can't be yelling at cracks in the sidewalk.
I do it though.
That's a big misconception. The big mistake that people do is they look back.
Yeah.
You can't look back. And the second thing that people do that I see them often do is after they trip and they recover, they do the fast walk.
They start walking. They start walking fast and they start running. Like, I was just going to do this anyway.
Yeah. They do I got this. And it's like, no.
We know what happened.
Yeah, you got to take that L real quick. Mm-hmm. Don't look back and then just...
Oh, see, I look back and I'll sometimes just be like... Ugh, what the fuck? Like I'll admit that I got by the crack in the sidewalk.
No,
you know what I mean? I look back and I'm like, ugh, the fuck did that come from?
The other day, this is like a while ago, but I got by a those things in the ground, like the fucking metal gates.
Yeah. The
ones that are on the storage thing into the basement.
Oh, the ones that you could fall into. That's a very big fear of mine.
Yeah. So this one was like slightly raised.
Okay.
And I tripped over it, and I looked back at it like I was a detective trying to solve a murder. I'm like, what happened here?
Exactly.
And I'm like, that's not a good look. Dude.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No.
I never bring it up when a buddy trips.
No, I don't bring it up. Yeah. I mean, if
you ask, are you okay?
It depends on how bad the trip is.
I don't even do
If they like do a quick little boop and they just keep walking, I'm like, you're fine.
Yeah.
If somebody falls, then obviously I'm going to ask if they're okay. This happened to me once in the middle of the street. And it was one of those things where I'm like, how did this even happen? I was crossing the street to get to my Uber and I just fell. Like I just fell.
You just collapsed
into the street. I don't even know how. Mm-hmm. And it was a summer night in the middle of like 7th Avenue South, where if you know, it's a busy street. There's lots of restaurants. There's people sitting outside. I mean, it was one of those where like people looked and I felt so embarrassed. And you know that like adrenaline? Yeah. I just got up with the quickness. Yeah. Like I've never gotten up faster.
Heels or regular shoes?
Sneakers.
I
was wearing sneakers. I don't know how this happened. I didn't trip over anything.
Falling in sneakers is the worst.
It's like falling up the stairs. Yeah. It's just as embarrassing.
Yeah. Falling up the stairs might be one of the worst ways to fall.
Exactly. Truly. And I've done it many times. But like, I don't know how I fell. I must have just whatever. Either way, I fell like on my hands and knees. And like I said, I got up so quickly because I was so embarrassed. And like other people just like going, ooh, that kind of thing. Yeah. Got into the Uber and my hands and my knees were both bleeding.
Yeah. Well,
but I didn't feel it.
You got to take that blood with you.
You got to take it.
Take the blood
I was just like, what the fuck was that?
The only thing worse than falling up the stairs is when you trip over your own feet.
Oh, yeah.
That's
probably what I did.
That's probably horribly embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I do it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway. All right.
Now that we've gone through...
Now that we've gone through everything I think I wanted to go through, did you have anything else?
No, I think I'm all right.
I don't think so either. Yeah. All right, we can move on to the submission. I have this one on my phone today.
Go for it.
So this one is from Reddit. It's a little long, but bear with me. Mm-hmm. So the title is, Am I the Asshole for Sending Lingerie Pics to My Best Friend? So, for context, my husband and I had a night away about a week ago, and man, he went all out. He got a beautiful hotel room downtown, bought me several lingerie sets, and made the whole thing super special. We split a couple bottles of champagne, and I was feeling pretty frisky. I had been sharing updates with my best friend who helped him plan this all as a surprise, including which lingerie I might like.
Husband?
What?
This is her husband, right? This is not her... I'm saying this is her husband that she's doing this downtown getaway with?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Sorry.
They said they had a night away about a week ago. He went all out. He planned it, but the best friend helped him plan the night out.
Oh, okay.
And helped pick the lingerie, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I'm getting anyway. He left to get ice at one point, and I sent a video to her, this is the best friend, is a female, of the room and some of the lingerie he bought me. I was just super stoked, and TBH a little... TBH is, to be honest. Sorry, I didn't say that out loud. I was just super stoked and, to be honest, a little boastful that my husband planned this. She was just happy for us and celebrating along with me. After the champagne hit, I went to change into some of my new stuff. I snapped a few photos to send to her because I was feeling super hot. Not an easy accomplishment after having 3 kids. This was totally a platonic action. There was zero sexual gratification in this interaction for either of us. In the same thread with her, I was complimenting my husband, relishing how lucky I was, etc. But I sent her lingerie pics. This isn't really an uncommon occurrence with female friends of mine. Anyway, that's the background. My husband went through my phone while I was asleep, which is bizarre because we don't really do that to each other, specifically to read my thread with my best friend. When he saw I sent her the photos and she said I looked quote unquote fucking sexy, he just lost it. When I woke up in the morning, he was so angry and upset. He thinks I quote unquote shared myself with someone other than him, that what I did was quote unquote improper because I'm a wife, and had this narrative that it was a weird erotic thing between her and I. I'm at a loss. I had no idea this would hurt him. He has never been a jealous man. He's always been very confident. We have a great marriage. After handling some borderline infidelity on his part, we worked super hard and got through it. I'm struggling because I don't feel what I did was wrong. I was just getting hyped up by my friend. I've since asked her if my pictures turned her on, and she said the idea of that makes her want to dry heave. We're both straight women. Am I just out of touch with reality? I love my husband and I hate that he's hurting, but I won't admit to something that isn't true.
Yeah.
It's good times.
I mean, can I go full-blown crazy for a second?
Sure.
I'm going to say my craziest of crazy thoughts is that this husband is sleeping with the friend.
Oh, that was not what I was going to say, but I was going to say something similar, and that I think the husband might be cheating.
Again.
I don't know that it's with the best friend, though.
Yeah,
I mean, listen, crazier things have happened. This has happened a lot, yeah, but I didn't go there, but I did think he might be cheating because this... Yeah. The theme of this to me was this looks like somebody who's looking for reasons. Remember we had this about the emails looking through phones and shit?
Yeah.
In that episode a few weeks ago, it's similar where I feel like this guy's digging for dirt.
Yes.
Like he's looking for stuff.
Listen, and you know me, I love to quote the Four Brothers.
Oh boy.
Terrence Howard's character when he goes, "If you keep knocking on the devil's door, eventually somebody's going to answer."
Yeah.
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 And that's what this is.
Yeah, he was looking for something.
He's knocking.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, the fact that you're glossing over that this person looked through your phone is wild to me.
I agree. It's like gaslighting to the nth degree. I mean, she's focusing on how bad she feels about something that she did that... Like, again, we'll get into it.
Short of there being pictures of another man's dick in your mouth,
yes,
there is no reason.
No reason.
Yeah, for him to be
like... Yeah. This is not something that is weird behavior or abnormal. I send photos of my sexy photos. I will absolutely send them to my best friend and be like, do I look hot in this to send to a guy?
Absolutely. I will do the same to my friends, and they will go, please don't do this to me. And that's the relationship we have.
I was just going to say, I think this is a difference between men and women right 100%. Here. I think women do this all the fucking time.
100%.
I do not think men do it at all.
No. No.
But women do.
Yeah.
Not all women. I'm sure there are plenty who do not. But I do this. Me and my girlfriends, like, I'll be like, oh, so I sent him a sexy pic. And she'll be like, let me see. And I'm like, okay. And I send it. And then also, sometimes my friends will hype me up more than the guy will. And that's where I get annoyed.
Yeah, because if a woman sends you a sexy photo, fellas, for the love of God, you have to act like it is a gift truly from the Lord.
I want every guy not that I'm sending so many, but like if I'm sending a guy a sexy photo, I want him to respond like how Adam Levine responded.
Which is, how did he respond?
It was like, oh my God, you're the hottest fucking thing I've ever seen. It's so unreal how hot you are. That's what I want. I want Adam Levine energy for my half nudes that I'm 100%.
Sending. If you're not doing
anything less, no.
Yeah, it's crazy behavior. This is a phenomenal thing. You got to say, if a woman sends you her body, you have to respond with that kind of energy or and it could even be sexual in the response.
Yeah, some guys are not super comfortable or good at that. So I would say, even if you can just say you look so sexy or you look so hot, that's enough.
You know what's crazy to me?
Yeah.
I don't think that's acceptable.
But it is, though.
I understand that. I know that
some people feel weird about it.
Yeah, I get that they feel weird. Grow up.
Yeah.
Grow the fuck up. And you know what? I don't care how many passes you want to give to these guys. I don't give a shit. I'm going to say this on behalf of men. If a woman sends you her naked body, you better be responding with some wild shit. Be like, yo, I'm so goddamn hard right now. Yeah, let them know.
That's also just a very good response.
Yeah.
And that also doesn't mean you have to say anything about them, because some guys are weird about compliments, as we know, which I don't like either.
Which is trash.
But I'm just saying there are people like that exist, so we'll acknowledge it and just talk about how you're feeling.
Right.
That's fine. That's great. You know what I mean? But
yeah, I've gotten photos from women where I've said stuff like, this is extremely unfair. You know, like just to let them...
Yeah.
Like to let them know how, like...
You wish you were there right now.
Yeah. You've thrown my day into chaos.
Exactly.
You know, like, how am I supposed to get work done?
Yes.
You're supposed to act
Great
like
response.
This is honestly like almost like a brutal mugging.
Yes, exactly.
That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be, you've ruined my day.
Yeah.
I cannot concentrate. I've got work to do. I've said this to women where I've been like, I've got shows tonight. How am I supposed to live?
Right.
You know, just there's no reason, and you don't have to get perverted. I mean, I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But I think it's great. But don't. But you know what I mean? It's not hard to say these types of things.
Right. Exactly.
Dude, your girl, you planned this insane situation, which, by the way, I still think buying lingerie for a woman is pretty tacky.
I think it's outdated. I do think it's a little bit.
That era is long gone.
I agree. I think it's up to the woman now, but also I think getting the input from a guy is helpful. I like to know what he likes.
Sure.
And I'll ask if I'm seeing somebody where that's something that comes up.
Like where they'll be like, you'll ask what kind of lingerie a guy likes?
Yeah.
So you can buy said lingerie for him?
Yeah, why not?
Interesting.
Why not?
I didn't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if they like a specific type, I'd like to know that. Why wouldn't I want to give them what they want?
I guess, yeah.
You know, like first of all, I'm not a huge lingerie person to begin with, but like if if the conversation came up, I've done it in the past a ton. There was a guy I was dating, I would literally be like, here's a Victoria's Secret catalog. Dog ear the ones that you like, let me know. And I would order them.
Really? Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, Dara's phone number is 6... No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's why.
I mean, again, listen, I don't understand why I'm not wifed. It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I do. But there's
a variety of
there's a variety. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is the great part. But then you get, you know what I mean? But you talk to you for 5 minutes, you get a couple things come out the old closet, and we all go, oh, okay.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I'm wifed up.
Same.
You speak to me for 5 minutes, and you go, well, how could somebody spend time with this person?
Yeah, exactly.
He's a lunatic. He's got way too many opinions.
There's what's the phrase? There's a shoe for every foot.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I'm just looking for my goddamn shoe.
That's all it is.
But anyway.
Yes.
I do think that the lingerie thing is different, depends on the person.
Sure.
I just think that buying it for the woman is something I feel like fell out of an 80s movie or something, or 90s. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's like enough.
Listen, I've done it and I lucked out, but we were young and stupid, and we've spoken about that before, but like I'm not gonna I don't think that that's the best way to give off sexy.
Yeah. I agree. And also the thing with lingerie, that's everybody knows this, I think, but like most guys, even though they like it, it's going to be on you for 0.5 seconds before
100%.
they rip it off of you.
100%.
So it's like, why are we doing this really?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but I maintain, at least for me, when I do wear it, it makes me feel sexy. So that is why I do like it, if they also like it.
I think the only exceptional like lingerie thing would be like edible underwear.
I knew something insane was coming. I was like, what is this going to be?
Edible underwear.
That to me is so gross.
I think that is so funny to buy a woman edible underwear. Or
just eat her underwear. That's so gross.
Yeah, or to make your own with fruit roll-ups.
Wait, is this something you've done? It
no,
sounds like
I've never done this, but
Okay.
I think it's hilarious as a concept.
Well, since you have a girlfriend, I think you should do it. I think you should try this.
I don't know if I think we're too beyond the pale to do this.
Come on.
Yeah, I think that making fruit roll-up underwear would be hilarious.
It is very funny.
Like you could construct it together as like an art project.
It would stay pretty well.
Yeah.
So, like a dumpling wrapper.
Yes,
I feel like it would
like
stick together.
Wonton wraps.
Yes.
Yeah, you just put them together and you end up making fruit roll-up boxers.
Oh my God, that's taking it too far.
You get like a diabetic coma.
I'll be honest with you, I was never somebody, as much as I love eating, I don't like mixing the two together. Food in the bedroom is, in my opinion, also like an 80s, 90s
like
thing.
Like the chocolate on the body? No.
Sticky.
Yeah.
All over the sheets.
Sure.
No.
100%.
No. We've all done it.
Wax?
We've been there.
Wax candle?
Unnecessary. What is this, a Ricky Martin video? I don't.
Yeah. And we both know he ain't doing that. Yeah, he ain't interested.
Not with a woman, anyway.
Yeah, he ain't interested anyway about any of that. Yeah.
No, but I mean,
it's like
fine.
every bad trope was in a Ricky Martin video, and it just let you know the entire time he was gay.
Yeah, literally. Not for me. I don't like it. I've tried all the things, whipped cream, all that shit.
Whipped cream, I think, is disgusting.
It's the same thing though.
Anyway.
It's chocolate syrup. It's like sticky. It's
yes.
just,
yeah, food in the bedroom is gross.
It's enough.
Right.
So this guy, yes, he went all out. He got her lingerie. He planned this whole thing. The friend supposedly helped. I think the one area maybe where I agree with his anger, I guess, could be that she's taking herself out of the moment with him to send her friend the photos. I do think that is weird, because that I wouldn't do. I'd send my friend the stuff the next day.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Or like after you're done.
Like, okay, he went to get ice though.
That's a quick trip. I'm not texting my friends in that time. I'm making sure everything's looking good.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Fair enough.
So it's a quick trip to get ice. Even in that moment, if you wanted to say, fine, send your friend the text, but that's it. Don't engage further than that.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't think we could find a way for her to sort of be in the wrong here.
Oh, I thought of that immediately.
I think that is the way to, you took yourself, I went down to get ice.
Yeah, and you're texting your friend. I mean, again, yes, you're bragging about me and how nice it is. That's all great, but like,
isn't that enough though? If you're looking through the phone, right? Let's say you're the guy in this scenario. Mm-hmm. You're looking through the phone and you see she's texting her friend pictures of her. Yeah. I'm so happy. I'm so hairy. I'm so happy that Daryl, whatever, planned this night. I'm so lucky. I hate these kids. They're ruining my life. So on and so forth. You see these texts in the middle of the night when you're snooping. Mm-hmm. Wouldn't that at least pacify you? Of
course it would. And I'm not, but that's why I think now, coming back to what I think is probably the real issue, is that this person is doing something and I think they're looking for excuses. Because yes, that would pacify me.
Right.
But I'm looking in the first place. So what am I looking for?
Also, your bar now is so high that
true.
I don't even think that would pacify you if you're coming in from a suspicious place. You would look beyond. You'd be like, I don't give a shit that they said that.
Well, but I think that's what the person was doing, is that he's looking beyond the facts of what was there.
Right.
Because you're right. The facts up front all make him sound good. It makes her sound like she's proud of him and like happy and feeling sexy, all the things you would want in that situation. He's looking past it, and he's looking for a reason.
Yeah, infidelity type things is an interesting phrasing.
Yeah.
It just maybe lets me know it wasn't necessarily full-blown cheating.
Right.
Might have been like emotional.
But that almost is worse sometimes.
Yeah.
I take almost more issue with an emotional cheating
than the physical.
Yeah.
So if you had to pick one.
Oh, if I had to pick one?
Yeah.
Like emotional affair versus fucked somebody once?
Yeah.
Fuck somebody once, hands down.
Easily.
Okay. Emotional is going to lead to much, much more problems.
What about twice?
Cheating twice, like physically, the fucking
then
thing.
Then emotional connection.
And then that's getting into a bit of like you might just be a cheater.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I'm not sure I could get past that. You know what I mean?
Okay, fair enough.
Look, everything is, everybody's different and like every situation is different. But knowing like what I know from things I've experienced and my friends, emotional is almost always worse.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But like this person, when I first read the title of it, when it was like shared pics of my best friend or whatever, or I sent my best friend pics of me in lingerie, whatever it was, I initially thought that she was talking about a male friend. And I was like, oh, huge red flag. That's crazy. But it's a female friend. Bro.
And this is the other thing that really upsets me is that she's so looking for a place to not assign blame to her husband that she's even going as far as asking her straight female friend, were you turned on? Yeah. And that's so wild. Like, imagine getting that text from your female friend.
The female friend probably thought she was fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious? Like, this is what I got to deal with? I'm trying to be supportive.
Literally, yeah.
Because she doesn't have to write fucking sexy.
Right.
She's doing that to just be a good friend.
And to hype you up, as she should. I mean, that's what the friends do. You know what I mean?
Like, I'll hype up, like, female friends will tell me about their wins. And it's like, I know the game.
Yeah.
I know what it's like to be a good female friend,
right?
As a male. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, no, I do. I do. So, and I'm not saying, none of my female friends send me photos. They know not to.
Right. That's,
you know what I mean?
Obviously.
Right. They know not to. And it's like, and even still, like, but anytime they tell me about like a guy quest or a date or whatever, I become the biggest woman in this scenario. I'm like, go girl, yeah girl, bang bang girl, this is what we do. Like, I'm saying all that. Like, how many times have I written to you GURL ...
Yes.
Yeah. Like, that's what I do.
Well, not that much because I don't have that many wins. But.
Sure, still, that's on you. Go get some. But the point that I'm trying to say is that you gotta, if you've got female friends, you gotta bring that kind of supportive energy.
Exactly.
Because that's what they're doing for each other.
And to piggyback off of that, it could also be that she was sending the friend those photos because the friend hypes her up more than the guy does, as I was saying before.
Yes.
You know?
Men do such a piss poor job.
Yeah.
And they do such a piss poor job of giving compliments, of hyping up their lady.
Yep.
The base behind all of that as well is not only that men have been conditioned to not share what they feel or even to give compliments, but men don't do it to each other.
Well, yeah, I understand.
Almost at all. And that is something that I've spoken about several episodes ago where I said that the one thing that really frustrates me the most about having male friendships are the lack of compliments and the lack of support we give each other. Yeah. The other day, a friend of mine sent me, a male friend of mine, I was expressing a complaint about something, and he just said to me, "You're fine."
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you right now, I thumbs upped it because I'm trying to keep the peace. I'm trying to be better.
Okay.
I'm trying to be bigger in 2024. Just because we're way past resolutions doesn't mean we can't have them now.
Yeah.
I will say this though. Every fiber of my being wanted to call him up and curse him the fuck out. Do not tell me I'm fine. All right? Do not tell me relax.
Yeah.
All right? Relax.
Relax is bad.
Relax is bad, but you're fine is the new relax. Because I've gotten this a couple times by people, and I don't like it.
Okay, so...
Watch your mouth when you're talking to me.
Here, I would say... This depends on the context of the conversation. It also depends very much on the state that that person is in. If someone is texting me, a friend of mine, and they're going fucking off, I, first of all, give it a minute.
Sure.
That's number one.
Sure.
Got to give it a few.
Absolutely.
And then see if they calm down. If they don't, then I still will reply in a much more like padded kind of way. Because saying you're fine to someone who's clearly heated is just going to throw an extra match on that fire.
Can I just tell you something right now?
Yeah.
You want to know what you said that was starkly different than the you're fine? What I'm going to respond with is padded.
Yeah.
That is important.
Yeah, but I think
key
that's
difference
real.
right there.
Yeah.
That's a key difference is padded. Because when you hit me with the you're fine, you hit anybody with the you're fine.
Yeah.
This is Gen Z's relax.
Oh, yeah.
Truly. And I don't like it. I don't want to get any more of it.
Yeah.
All right? I'm not fine. Because if I was fine, I wouldn't send you 3 texts with me getting a kind of out of pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I go off on things, I mean, I'll be honest, you've done similar things to me in the past.
Sure.
And I do not appreciate it.
Okay, fair enough.
But
Yeah.
I also like know that a lot of the things that I was complaining to you about are at the end of the day not like real problems.
Sure.
It was more social media stuff. You
Yes,
know what
yes,
I'm
yes.
talking
Of
about.
course.
Where I would
of course.
rant about our social media not doing well, especially when we first started the podcast. It was like really slow growth. I mean, it's still slow growth if I'm being honest. So
Sure.
leave a fucking review for the love of God.
Right.
Rate, review, subscribe. But
Yeah.
anyway, and I would go on these rants, like I'm talking like novel paragraph text, and then Kunal would write back, I understand. And I was like, fucking do you? Do you?
Okay. All right. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough. Could I padded it more? 100%.
Yeah, that's all
100%.
I think we want
But
in that.
when you first started, I thought you were gonna say that I said to you relax, or I said to you,
No, you don't. But it
Okay.
was more of just a.
Okay.
It's the same energy of kind of like I'm trying to appease you, but
Yes.
it's not enough
Okay.
for the person who's going nuts.
Then I can understand that I could have made it softer.
Yeah.
Sure. But it is at least different than you're fine or relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
It is
So the mattress
technically.
isn't soft enough, but it was softer, but not soft enough. Fair enough.
Right, because
Lesson
at least
learned.
because at least I understand has like a modicum of like compassion to
Yes.
it, but it's still along the same lines of like it feels still dismissive. And I think anything that's a short answer, it doesn't even
Yes.
matter. I mean, you're fine and relax is definitely the worst, but anything that's a short answer to someone who's going off
Right.
is tough. It's a tough hang.
You know what I think you got to do? I think at the bare minimum, 10%.
What do you mean 10%?
In terms of the response, like for example, they send you 5
Oh,
texts.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You got to give them at least 10%.
You got to give them at least like one slightly longer text.
Yes. Yeah.
Got to even out a little
You
bit.
got to right. It's
Yeah.
you know 20. Let's do 25. I think
Sure.
25% is like the. Let's just be safe.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, give them 25% of a response.
It's also like when you're a comedian, so you'll understand when you say a joke via text and no one responds, same kind of thing. You could at least ha my funny joke. It's
Yeah.
kind of the same, but whatever.
Right.
Anyway,
We digress.
we do.
We
indeed.
digest.
digest and digress.
Yeah.
But anyway, so with the texting of the photos, I think it's similar where she's probably getting a better response from her fucking friends. I know I do.
Yeah.
I literally get a better response from my half nudes from my best friend
Sure.
than I do from some of the guys I've sent it to in the past couple of years.
Yeah, it's
You know?
insane.
But anyway, so I think that that's a big thing to keep in mind.
This is the thing.
but,
When I
yeah.
hear about how piss poor some of these guys act in these, and I'm not in these streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not in these streets, but I feel like when I hear how piss poor they act, I go, if I was in these streets, I know I'd be better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I go, so it wouldn't be hard to be in these streets.
I don't know.
But
I
then
mean,
again, who knows?
Yeah, I think
know?
it's easy to say that when you're not in it, but I
course.
do still think that it does depend on the type of person. So if you're somebody who is already comfortable giving compliments to a woman, then you probably wouldn't have any problem
No,
with this.
right.
But if you've grown up being that way your entire life, or you have this thing where you feel like you
that's
can't
not
be nice towards
excusable.
women, I mean, I know, but
Yeah.
like, I'm just saying, I think that some people have issues communicating how they feel, especially sexually. So
Why are
you
men
know.
so unfair? I'm sorry. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, I'm kidding.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Fair.
but yeah, so I think her looking for like,
Validation.
yeah, is normal, and I don't think it's weird for her to do this. And I think the only thing that's weird is that she thinks that she somehow did something wrong when
Right.
her man was looking through her phone.
Wild.
Yeah.
At night, after getting laid.
Yeah.
Hotel downtown, which I guess is a big deal.
Which also, it says a little bit overcompensating, no?
What do you mean?
She didn't say that there was any reason for this big night out. This makes me think even more that he's fucking cheating.
No rationale for
distraction.
Yeah. No
Look
rationale
over
for the
here
hotel.
while something else is going on over here.
I mean, you stay being suspicious. You know what I mean?
I stay calling it out like it is.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it
All
is.
right. Okay. Let's put down the reality TV energy for a second but I do think that there could be something here. Mm-hmm. Something could be here. Yeah. But let's not pull out a gun and start firing.
No, of course not. I don't know for a fact, but I'm saying if there was no special occation, it could be a distraction.
It would have been mentioned. That's my point. Yeah. To support your point, there should have been something mentioned if it was
a special occasion.
If it was a special occasion.
Because I know we have a mutual friend, Andrew, and his wife. I know that they do like a hotel in the city thing every now and then to get away from the kids and just have a nice weekend or whatever. But that's like something they do regularly. So it's not out of the ordinary if all of a sudden they do it.
But this felt like out of the ordinary.
It seems like it because she seems so over the top about it. Mm-hmm. So, and over the moon about it, frankly. So it's like, I don't know. It could be.
Yeah, I mean, bottles of champagne, hotel downtown, lingerie.
Have you ever done that? Like for a girlfriend or like just a surprise weekend? Have you ever done anything like that?
A surprise weekend?
Yeah, like a surprise staycation or something.
I'm trying to think. Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So one time we did, I got us a bed and breakfast. It was in like Jersey.
Okay.
You know? Apologies, whatever. It's not like the most romantic.
Whatever.
I get it, but it was like southern parts of Jersey, which are kind of nice.
Okay.
And it was a beautiful bed and breakfast. All right, before Airbnb ruined the B&B part of B&Bs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't love B&Bs anyway.
Right, you don't?
I don't need to be sitting downstairs with a bunch of strangers having breakfast. I don't need that in my life.
I mean, you don't talk to them.
Yes, you do.
You don't have to.
I've stayed in a B&B. Have you ever sat at a breakfast table in one of those places with two other couples and just not said anything? Who does that?
There's separate tables that you could sit.
No, they're not separate. It was like a communal table.
Oh, well, ours didn't have communal.
Oh, I've stayed in two B&Bs in my entire life, and then
they both had communal tables?
Communal tables.
I'm going to tell you right now, if I'm doing a bed and breakfast, I'm checking for lack of communal tables.
That's what I'm saying. That's different. Yeah,
I want more lack of communal tables.
This was like a communal breakfast, and there was also like a happy hour thing that they had, which don't get me wrong, it was nice, but you were forced to communicate with these other people that you don't know.
Any of that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Not for me.
No. So every bed and breakfast I've stayed, I've lucked out.
Okay.
So we did that, but then also the weekend had a pour and pedal where you would bike ride and also go to different wineries.
Oh, God.
While biking.
Okay, that's cute. I mean, not my idea of a
not
good
your.
time.
I know it's not your steez.
Yeah, but that's
I understand
cute.
that.
Yeah.
But to her, that was like dope because it's like this is bike riding.
Yeah.
This is also drinking wine.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, so we were getting like it wasn't a strenuous bike ride by any stretch of the imagination.
Of course not. No, they do that in Napa too. There was
Yes.
an option to do that when I went to Napa, and I was just like, absolutely fucking not.
Right.
Me bike riding while I'm drunk. I can't even do it when I'm sober.
Absolutely.
But was it for a special occasion that you did this?
I don't remember.
Okay, because
I
know the
just
times
because
the times I've done it, it's been for a special occasion. So that's why I'm just like wondering.
Did you ever plan a getaway weekend with somebody that you were with?
Did I ever plan it? Sort of. I mean, years ago, I planned a Bahamas trip, basically.
Oh, hey. Hit me with the facts.
I mean, it was...
What was the deets? It was a birthday, anniversary?
It was just wanted to get away somewhere, and I suggested the Bahamas because it was like, I think he had never been to the Caribbean, and it's such an easy one to go to. We were young. We were in our 20s, and like, I planned it. We stayed at Atlantis, as you do in your 20s.
Yeah.
And it was fun. I mean, it was nice, but I planned most of it. But yeah, I think that's the only thing I can remember. Everything else I feel like was a collaborative
I don't think I've ever planned like a trip. I'm trying to think like...
or a surprise. I've never even had a surprise party. No one's ever thrown me a surprise party.
Okay. I mean, I threw Dina a surprise birthday party.
Right.
I've done that for her.
Yeah.
I did a hunt. Like a little gift hunt.
That's cute.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, so it's like throughout the entire house. Because I think she had hurt her leg or something, so she couldn't like get around too much.
Okay.
So I hid stuff in the house, and there were clues through the house to find the next thing.
That's cute.
And then each clue was a part of a greater clue to get to the grand prize.
It's a lot of effort.
It was a lot of effort because I was going to be gone for Valentine's Day. So I was like, you can do this.
See, compensating.
Exactly.
But not that I don't disrespect that. I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, 100%. That's good compensation.
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
there's a difference between, oh, by the way.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay.
So
anyway, yeah. So I don't know. Did we cover everything?
I think we did.
I'm gonna go check just to be on the safe side and see. Yep, super stoked. The 3 kids. She was feeling sexy. Yeah, I don't know. This woman seems a little starved for affection and attention from her mans, and I think she was getting it from her friend.
So can we really be mad? There's no way in any which way that we can be mad at her.
I think the only thing you could maybe say is that she was taking herself out of the like present.
But the
justification
and whatever. For it does make sense.
Yeah, the justification does kind of make sense if the guy is not giving her enough of the praise that she needs, but we don't know that for a fact. I'm just assuming based on the language.
Yeah, but it's like but let's just look at it. Okay, we're assuming, right? And we try not to assume, right?
Yeah.
We try not to. But this seems like the logical step. All right. Like if I'm not getting the attention from the person I'm with, where even them going down the hall which is what you said, to grab damn ice. Getting ice is a 30-second, maybe 2 minutes at best, getting that plastic bag over the little bowl thing so you can get the ice in there.
Yeah.
It's always a pain in the
tough,
ass. Yeah, it's not easy. And then when you get it in there and then making sure the plastic doesn't crumble underneath.
Yeah, crumble in.
Yeah, it crumbles. Yeah, so let's just say 2 minutes tops. You're telling me you have 2 minutes time. And then your first step is to reach out to your friend to seek a little compliment. But if you were getting complimented the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like wildly from your man, where he goes, listen, I'm going to get some ice, but I'm going to need to put some of it down my pants because I've got a rocket. All right. And when this rocket comes back, it's going to blast off. We going to have a 4th kid in 9 months.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if you say that, do you have any inclination as a woman to reach for your phone and be like, let me text Francine or whoever the hell you're friends with, you know?
That's what I'm saying. I think it's a good point, and I think that that's true. Because for me, I do those things. I do send my half nudes or whatever to some like my one best friend. She knows who she is. God bless you. And but I wouldn't do it the day of. I would wait until the next day, if anything. And it wouldn't be like also the first thing that I'm thinking about doing. It would be like if she happened to ask, I would show her. Or if I took a really good one. Sure. Sometimes if I take a really good one, I'll be like, oh my God, you got to see this one I took. It's great. And she'll be like, oh my God, yay, let me see. Right. But it would not be like my first thing to do. Like I said, I would be wanting to make sure that I'm looking great for my man when he comes back.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I just think that this guy has really pulled one over her eyes.
I think so too. I think he's making her wrong for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not abnormal. It's not like, oh, he called her something crazy. Wait, he said it was improper wife? Improper because I'm a wife. Again, if this were a man she was sending it to, I would be like, yeah, bro, you have a reason to be pissed. But
100%.
This is crazy.
Yeah,
this
100%.
is a female best friend who also helped you plan this whole thing. No,
right,
this is
and
not
defining
weird.
What a wife is, and this is one of the rules.
Is
crazy.
He thinks I quote unquote shared myself with someone other than him. No, bro.
Yeah,
it's her best friend.
Also, they dealt with slight infidelity on your part.
That to me is where the whole deflection and projection is coming into play here. I think he's projecting some shit that he did onto her.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna go with this guy. Not only does this guy suck, he really sucks.
He really sucks.
Yeah.
Done.
All right.
Okay. Anyway, I think,
Listen, if you've got a squabble, we've got places to submit them.
Yes, you can submit them through Instagram. Our link in bio has the squabble submission link there. It's also linked down in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. You can also send us a voice note. I keep forgetting to mention that. And again, we won't play it. We'll just transcribe it so you don't have to worry. Your privacy is protected.
Absolutely.
Also, sometimes we get DMs that are like little not squabbles, but like little things that people bring up. And I'm wondering if we should just like start doing those like at the end, maybe like reading some of them.
Tiny squabbles?
Yeah.
Small squabbles?
Like small squabbles.
Small squabbles.
Yeah, maybe. Just something to think about because sometimes people will send me questions via DM, which like, look, guys, it's fine when you do that, but they'll send questions about like the episode that they've just listened to. And if I don't respond, it's because in my mind, I'm like, we already went over this on the episode. But if you have like a follow-up, maybe we'll start answering those on the podcast moving forward. Because like, one of them actually, for instance, was the episode about can men and women really be friends? And somebody said, well, aren't you and your co-host friends? And fair. You guys are, and I said, fair, but also maybe we'll answer this on the pod. And I was just like, yeah, but we've known each other for like ever. So
yes, that's true.
And you have a girlfriend. Like
20
there's something years.
Yeah, 20 years.
Yeah. So like little things like that, I think are
22 years. Good God.
I can't do math. So I was going to just let you handle that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so like little questions like that, I will sometimes just save and answer on the pod because we can't keep just going back and forth in the DMs over stuff we've already discussed. You know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. But yeah, we could answer some
small squabbles.
Small squabbles or questions of any sorts.
Exactly.
We'll throw them on there.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. And where you at?
I am at Dara Pollock.
I'm at All Day KCA.
And we will see you next
week. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye.